Oh, sweet and zesty cocktail meatballs. What a great hors d'oeuvre. This is a fun recipe. Don't ever be afraid to cook. So we're gonna start with some small diced onions. This is how we cut an onion. We take the stem, there's the stem and the root. We cut the stem off. Then we put it on the flat side, cut it in half at the root like that. And we've done this one. And then we just peel off the outer layer because we certainly don't want that in there. We put the root side down and we make one or two lateral cuts depending on how small we want the pieces. I'm gonna do 2 because we want smaller pieces, but you have to have a very sharp knife for this and go almost all the way down to that root. And then we're gonna make side cuts like this while holding the onion together as best as possible. And then we're going to just cut across. See how small the pieces come out? All right, so then we just do that until we have 2/3 to a cup of onions. Oops, I actually lied. It's really just a cup of onions. I don't know what I was looking at. All right, so about 1 cup of onions. I forgot to mention, preheat the oven. Preheat your oven to 375 degrees. The next step is the breadcrumbs. And we're gonna put about 2/3 of a cup of breadcrumbs. So about 2/3 of a cup, give or take. Whoop. Slightly whipped. All right, 2 eggs. Out. Okay. And then we put in some, let's see, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. And 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. We're gonna mix it all up. Forget the spoon, dig in with your hands. Who am I kidding? This is the most efficient way. Put a little muscle in it. Now remember, these are appetizers. This is, I'm sorry, an hors d'oeuvre. So you want to make them small. So you only want them to be about 1 inch big. These are not regular sized meatballs. Don't worry about the onions sticking out. That's fine. So this is what we want. All right. So I'm just going to keep making these for a couple hours. It goes quick. See you when I'm done. Ta-da! Last meatball, and now into the oven, 375 for 20 to 25 minutes. They will cook further in the sauce, so don't worry if they're not completely done. And into the oven. All right, so while those are baking, we're going to start making our sauce. It's this kind of sweet and tangy sauce. It's delicious, really is. So we're gonna cut 2 each of yellow, red, and green peppers. Bell peppers. Our meatballs are still cooking, and so we're gonna take this time to just cut our peppers into basically 1 inch squares like this, about this size. And we're gonna set them aside till later. Okay, this is what it's gonna look like when you finally get done cutting everything up. Here we go. So now we start making the sauce, but we have to keep an eye on our meatballs because they're coming out momentarily. We start by putting 1/2 cup of grape jelly into a large skillet. So grape jelly. It's okay if it's a little over. Okay, so it's a half a cup of grape jelly. Oops. And then we add some white vinegar. Oop, oh, our meatballs are done. I gotta go get the meatballs. Oh, these are perfect. Look at these. Look at these meatballs. Look at how nice they look. Okay, just put those meatballs off to the side a little bit to cool off, and we'll continue making our sauce. So we've got a half a cup of grape jelly. We want 2 tablespoons of vinegar. Into a large skillet. And we want 2 bottles of chili sauce. These are 12-ounce bottles, so 2 bottles. Okay, then we're going to stir it up and heat it until it boils. So while you're heating and stirring this, you can break up the blobs of grape jelly. We bring this mixture of the chili sauce, the vinegar, the grape jelly to a boil. Then we lower the heat. Now we're going to add our cooked meatballs. Easier to pick up and just dump them in. So basically we're simmering. I'd like 4 hands, please. Here's a meatball.
Oh, they're hot.
Put it. How is it?
It's delicious.
Okay. Get them all coated. And then we dump in our peppers. And stir those. Those will cook down as we heat it. Look at this. Look at how nice that looks. And this will continue cooking down. So we leave it on the stove for about 10 minutes or so until we think it's done. Get everything nice and coated. Look at that. Time to taste it. Look at this. Look at how nice. Let's have a, oh, it smells so good. Here's the inside of the meatballs, nice and well done. And the sauce, very hot. Oh, this is so good. And if you like peppers, yum. See you next time.